ties between Russia and the president's associates.
White House says Jared Kushner has volunteered to speak with the Senate Intelligence Committee. KTLA's Lauren Lister in the newsroom with that. Lauren, good morning.
Frank and Jessica, this morning, someone very close to the president now involved in the Senate probe looking into ties between Trump associates and Russian officials. You named him, President Trump's son-in-law, also his senior advisor, Jared Kushner. The New York Times first reporting this morning, Senate investigators plan to question Kushner about meetings he arranged with the Russian ambassador during the transition and also about a previously unreported sit-down with the head of Russia's state-owned bank. A White House spokesperson reportedly saying Kushner has volunteered to speak with this committee. Now, a House committee is also looking into the Russia issue. A member this morning saying they're not looking to talk to Kushner.
I think this certainly shows that the investigation is moving forward, and certainly even the New York Times in their article says that during a transition it's not unusual for members of a transition team or an incoming administration to meet with foreign officials during that time period.
Kushner is also, of course, Ivanka Trump's husband. Today, the president is expected to create a new office led by him. It's the White House Office of American Innovation, which will reportedly aim to streamline and overhaul the federal government. This all comes as Republicans are still licking their wounds over that stunning health care defeat, failing to repeal and replace Obamacare, opposition from conservative lawmakers within the Republican Party helping to bring it down. The White House looking to move on with an eye on a new prize.
We're moving on to tax reform. We've got the budget coming up, and I think more so now than ever, it's time for both parties to come together and get to real reforms in this country, whether it be taxes, whether it be health care, whether it be immigration, whether it be infrastructure. This president is ready to lead.
The White House there signaling its desire to work with Democrats. Some Democratic leaders over the last 24 hours saying there are areas of agreement where compromise could be made on health care, even as they all look ahead to taxes for now. Jessica, Frank, back to you guys.
Lauren, thank you. Violence marred a local pro-Trump rally. 4 people were arrested when marchers got into a scuffle with anti-Trump protesters who confronted them Saturday. At one point, one of the anti-Trump demonstrators used pepper spray against the pro-Trump crowd. That person was arrested and charged with illegal use of pepper spray. One of the people who got sprayed happened to be the event's organizer. A reporter and 2 photographers say they were assaulted during the melee. The march was one of many Make America Great Again rallies that was being held around the nation.
So Democrats in Congress want to know who's paying visits to President Trump when he stays at his Florida resort. House and Senate Democrats introduced the Mar-a-Lago Act last Friday. Mar-a-Lago, the name of Trump's golf resort in South Florida. The measure would require the White House to create an online database of every person who visits the White House, the Vice President's residence, as well as any location where President Trump conducts official business. Supporters of the bill say Americans have the right to know who has access to the president, no matter where he is. The White House has yet to comment on that.